Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor with the IRS. Today I'm going to talk to you about IRS debt and what's important to Internal Revenue Service. As a former revenue officer, I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this for 50 years. Welcome to this 5-minute YouTube channel. I try to give you everything you need to know, so I try to give you no fluff. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. I've been on the national news many, many times. You can see my videos at 777irs.com. You can ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer. A lot of these announcements are public service, as in this one. As a former agent, I used to bang on doors, have people come in, summons, levy, everything, seize their houses, their cars. I did it really all. So today what I'm trying to do is explain to you how to stay away from the Internal Revenue Service and their crosshairs. So IRS just wants to close their case. I want you to know that. A lot of people get caught up with, oh my God, they're after me. What are they going to do? Am I going to jail or prison? Listen, at the end of the day, IRS probably have about 25 million outstanding cases, both in the collection and unfiled tax returns. All they're trying to do, believe it or not, is close their case. I think last year IRS prosecuted maybe 3,000 people in the entire United States for all the tax crimes. So the chances of IRS coming after you are really slim to none. So you got to get past this. So if you owe IRS debt, what are the 2 things that IRS is going to look for? They want 2 things. They want to know what your assets are, whether you have equity in them. That's what I used to do. I used to ask people to sell something to try to pay the tax. Or what's really, really important that people don't know is IRS has what's called a national standard program. Those national standards will let IRS dictate to you what they are going to go ahead and allow you to spend for food and clothing, housing and utilities, for car payments, and how to operate that vehicle. IRS is going to dictate to you what those are. So if you're going to call IRS and you want to work out a deal with them, if you don't know the IRS national standards, you are going to be in for a wake-up call. IRS has 3 different protocols to go ahead and deal with that. And the first is to put you into a currently non-collectible or hardship if you're eligible, to get into a payment agreement or get into an offer and compromise. And your current financial statement will dictate exactly how IRS is going to close your case. For instance, if you send me your financial statement, within about 15 seconds, I will tell you exactly, after reviewing it, what program you're going to qualify for. So what you want to do if you owe IRS debt is you may want to call us, find videos, whatever. Just understand your current financial statement, whether it's a 433F, a 433A, forget the offer, but those 2 financial statements, when IRS reviews them and they see them halfway documented that are the correct, IRS is going to slate you for one of those categories because you're just automatically going to fall in. Currently non-collectible hardship just simply means you'll be in that category for about 2 or 3 years, and IRS may reevaluate it. There's different type of payments if you want to pay it off, or you may be able to file for the offer and compromise. But before you go off running to the offer, I used to teach the offer, you got to be really careful. There's a lot of sharks out there that want to grab your money, so be really careful and do not walk into the offer program unless you either speak to an enrolled agent, a CPA, or an attorney. Why is that? As those are the only people licensed to go ahead and to talk to IRS on your behalf. Most people that you call or you see advertising, they're salespeople, and they're just going to try to get in your back pocket. So just remember, make sure whoever you contact, they're really credible, they're professional. Don't look for reviews and rankings. People buy those. You've got to be able to talk to the person. They've got to have knowledge, and you should be able to know by talking to them and assessing what they say whether it's true or not. Anyway, give me a subscription if you would. I try to give you the information that you need. That's the only thing I ask. You're welcome to retain us if you want. But at the end of the day, remember, you're only going to be put in one of 3 programs, currently non-collectible, CNC, a payment agreement, or you may be able to be eligible for the offer. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time.